the results have came out. Some got positive, some were not. So, with the going journey, we are just here to guide you with some tips and tricks to how to cater yourself further and to prepare for future endeavors you are achieving, preparing for and planning for, right? So in front of us today we have our first speaker, CA Khushboo, right? And she's working in EY right now. She qualified last year. So I'm highly delighted to invite her, not wasting any time. Okay, so hand it over to Khushboo.
Yeah, thank you, Kritika, for the introduction. So hello everyone. First of all, I wish you a very happy Makar Sankranti. I hope this new year is as good as you dream of it. I know, right now, like if you all could just switch on your videos also, because I really want this session to be some like an interactive session. As there is nothing technical which I want to share today, because right now technicality is very out of your mind. I know the feeling what you all are going through. Because there is no one better than who has gone through it on its own. Like I have also been in the same situation, not once, multiple times. So first of all, I would just say that it is fine that whatever the results were, you gave your best, and sometimes it's just not our time, or it is just about the timing also. So like you all must be on your different levels. Some you may be on IPCC level, or some of you might be on CA final level. And each one has an aspiration that yeah, this time we will be qualifying. Okay, so don't worry. It is not the end of the world. I know, we have heard from many people that CA is just life. It is just a part of life. It is not the entire life. But I know, like when we are in this journey after our +2, it for 5 and 6 years, CA is the only thing that is continuous in our life. We have lived it, we have dreamed of it. It is everything we ever imagine. We make so many sacrifices for this, and it is fine that you people, like I have gone through it, so I know the feeling. So after your results, you might be like wanting some motivation, some tips on how to prepare. I know, you feel that you have given your best and there is not much more than you can do, but that is not always the case. When I was preparing for my own exams, I had given my final exams like twice and thrice. I am not ashamed of it. It was my journey, and each one has its own individual journey. So I am happy to share this with all of you. During my own journey, each time when I prepared, I thought that इससे ज़्यादा अब मैं क्या करूँगी? Whenever the results were out, we are bombarded with so many questions in our own mind. We start questioning our own self only. इससे ज़्यादा अब क्या करूँगी? And the higher, like the most dreadful feeling is अब हम दोबारा start करेंगे. That feeling of doing the entire syllabus again is so terrifying that अब फिर से कैसे start करेंगे? अब दोबारा से कैसे हो पाएगा? But we have lived it. If we want it, then if we don't have any option, we have to do it. We have to put ourselves through it again and again until we have that prefix before our name. You don't need to compare yourself with anyone. You don't need to look at anyone else that अच्छा उसका हो गया मेरा नहीं हुआ, हमने तो साथ में तैयारी की थी. You don't know that what other person is feeling, or you don't know what other person has gone through. You don't know like what was their journey, how much they have prepared, and everything. Like they have their own journey, you have their own journey. It is not a rat race. There is no competition of you with anyone else. It is your own journey. So like right now, what is very important is your mental health. Because until and unless you are motivated, until and unless you feel that you can do it and you have a very positive mindset of yours, you won't be able to restart. And with restart, I mean you have to forget what has happened. I know it is very easy to say and very difficult to implement. Sitting here, I know I have also heard many sessions and I have attended so many. That मुझे भी motivation है, मुझे भी motivation. It is very easy. But until you push yourself to that extent, until you restart with ठीक है हो गया अब जो होना था, you can't just be stuck at one point ना, because we don't have any option ultimately. And each attempt you have to give your best, you have to push. CA is one thing which is going to push you to your maximum potential. Until and unless you have that feeling कि यही मेरा attempt है, and I'm not talking about यही मेरा attempt है after you have appeared for your exams, I am talking about यही मेरा attempt है during your preparation. I had a teacher whom I have studied continuously in my CPT. Like right now, we have foundation, and then there was some, in my IPCC also, and in my final, there was one teacher who was continuous in all my levels, and that was one mentor of mine whom I trusted blindly. That ये subject मैंने इनसे पढ़ लिया ना, तो I know I will be able to do it very nicely. So he used to say this one thing that जब तक आपकी preparation में आपको ये feeling नहीं आ जाती ना, that अगर मैं पास नहीं होऊंगा तो कौन होगा, you are not giving your best. Because जब आप इतनी तैयारी कर लेते हो that you have this feeling that अगर मैं पास नहीं होऊंगा तो कौन होगा, that means that आप अपना बेस्ट दे रहे हो. ये वाली, एंड हम बोलते हैं आईसीआई ने स्लैशिंग कर दिया, आईसीआई ने मार्क्स नहीं दिए, आईसीआई ने हमें लाइक पास नहीं दिया, पास परसेंटेज बहुत कम है, वी स्टार्ट ब्लेमिंग आईसीआई. आईसीआई आईसीआई आप अगर आप तैयारी ही बेयर मिनिमम की करोगे, अगर आप तैयारी ही 200 नंबर की कर कर जाओगे, तो हाउ कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट 200? आप 150 से 180 के बीच में ही लाइन करोगे. You need to prepare much more than just for like that 200 score. अगर आप 250 260 270 280 अपना टारगेट लेके चलोगे, तो आप कहीं सोच सकते हो दैट ठीक है मैं 200 पे पास हूंगा. आई इन माई फाइनल्स गॉट 201 मार्क्स. सो 201 नंबर जिसके आए हैं, मुझे क्या पता मैं पास होने वाली हूँ कि नहीं. Till the time that result was reflecting in front of me, I didn't know that I am going to pass. But like in I had given my CA final exams in three, like I had given it thrice. It was my third attempt when I passed. So in each time when I was giving my exam, the first time I gave, like I am an average student. आप भी मेरी तरह हो सकता है एवरेज हो, लाइक आई एम नॉट सेइंग, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग आई एम एन एवरेज स्टूडेंट. पहले अटेम्प्ट में तो मुझे पता चला था अच्छा तैयारी करनी होती है. तैयारी करनी कैसे है, लाइक फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट तो हमारा ऐसे निकल जाता है जस्ट थिंकिंग दैट ठीक है वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर. ऐसे नहीं काम होगा दैट वी जस्ट स्टडी फॉर 10-15 days एंड वी एक्सपेक्ट दैट या ऐसे ही हमें पास कर देगा. नो, इट इज नॉट राइट. फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट तो मेरा ऐसे ही चला गया था. ठीक है, अब उसके बाद सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट में आई स्टार्टेड स्टडिंग, बट हम अपने आप को ना रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर लेते हैं. वो जो हमें एक एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट होता है ना, वो जो एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट हमें करना पड़ता है ना, हम उससे डरते हैं. एंड देन वी रिस्ट्रिक्ट आवरसेल्व्स कि चलो अच्छा थर्ड रिवीजन कोई बात नहीं, दो ही ठीक है. फिर हम अपने मन को ना मना लेते हैं. वी स्टार्ट एक्सेप्टिंग कि ठीक है 2 रिवीजन आर इनफ. थर्ड, बिकॉज हमें वो करनी नहीं होती, हम उससे डरते हैं कि एक बार और फिर से रिवाइज करेंगे. वो जो डर वाली फीलिंग होती है ना, वो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट हम उसको उसके ऊपर आए. वी हैव टू गेट ओवर दैट फीलिंग. और मतलब लाइक मेनली आई थिंक दैट वो वी हैव टू पुश आवरसेल्फ टू अनदर लेवल, बिकॉज सीए इज समथिंग विच रिक्वायर्स अ लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस. और ये हमें जब हम अपनी सीए की जर्नी स्टार्ट करते हैं ना, हमें तब से ही पता होता है. वी नो दैट सीए इज टफ, लेकिन वो एक्चुअली कितनी टफ है, वो जब हम एक्चुअली इसमें घुसते हैं ना, हमें तब पता चलता है. It tests our patience every day. It is going to want, it is going to need you, like you will have to go through so many ups and downs in that journey. So I in my second attempt I started, I prepared, but ना कहीं वो feeling थी preparation के time पे कि इससे better मैं कर सकती हूँ. और वो एग्जाम की एग्जीक्यूशन वाले दिन नहीं आ रही थी, वो ड्यूरिंग द प्रेपरेशन फेज जो होता है ना, उसमें भी आ जाती है दैट इससे बेटर मैं कर सकती हूँ. अच्छा आज का दिन ना मैंने वेस्ट कर दिया, अब तो 2 दिन हो गए हैं, आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू स्टडी, मैंने वेस्ट कर दिया. वो रियलाइजेशन साइड बाय साइड हमें हो रही होती है. इट इज जस्ट कि हम कॉन्शियसली उस फीलिंग को इग्नोर करते हैं, एंड वी जस्ट कीप ऑन पासिंग आर टाइम, एंड देन ऑन द डे ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन आफ्टर द रिजल्ट वी स्टार्ट ब्लेमिंग, हमने तो तैयारी की थी. एंड हमें पता नहीं आईसीआई ने रिजल्ट ही बहुत कम निकाला, हमने तो तैयारी की। नो, इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट। ठीक है, आपने तैयारी की थी, बट आई कैन अश्योर यू दैट वाज नॉट द मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल जो आपने पुट फॉरवर्ड किया था। दैट यू कुड हैव डन बेटर, एंड आई कैन अश्योर यू, इफ यू थिंक अ बिट डीपली, यू विल फील दैट यू कुड हैव डन समथिंग बेटर। कुछ चीजें थी जहां पर आपने शॉर्टकट्स लिए थे, एंड शॉर्टकट्स तो यू जस्ट हैव टू forget about taking shortcuts in your CA. There is no shortcut. You have to do your best. You have to push yourself each day, every day, till you have that prefix before your name. So like I want to share some pointers जो मैंने अप्लाई किए थे in my final attempt, and I actually applied it. I like till the time I was not able to clear, I decided that okay, I will give my best shot in this time. So this in this attempt, I will give my best. I will forget about everything. I know that I have these 2 months or 3 months for preparation, so I'm going to give it my all. So one thing that I focused upon was consistency. And by consistency, I don't mean that if I have 2 months, so I am going to study for each day 60 days continuously. No, that is not consistency. ह्यूमन माइंड है, रोबोट तो नहीं है ना दैट हम बस 60 डेज हैं तो बस एवरी नहीं। आई न्यू कि मैं 3-4 दिन बाद थक जाऊंगी, एंड आई नीड सम ब्रेक, आई नीड सम रिलैक्सेशन। सो आई यूज टू स्टडी फॉर 3 डेज, एंड फोर्थ डे मैं अपना जो मेरा स्केड्यूल आई यूज टू सेट, आई यूज टू कीप अ डे फॉर रिलैक्सेशन द फोर्थ डे। दैट रिलैक्सेशन डज नॉट मीन मैं कुछ भी नहीं करती थी, बट आई यूज टू कीप दैट डे अ बिट लाइट, that I could revise some easy topics, or I could take up some, things which are a bit easy. And I used to complete my sleep. I used to relax, and I consciously knew that मेरा fourth day थोड़ा light ही जाने वाला है, so that I can restart with 100% focus on the fifth day, because next 3 to 4 days I have to give my best output. एंड एक वो फीलिंग होती है, अच्छा आई जस्ट हैव टू स्टडी फॉर 3 डेज बहुत अच्छे से, एंड फोर्थ डे मुझे रिलैक्सेशन का मिलेगा। दैट इज ऑल्सो अ वे ऑफ मोटिवेटिंग योर सेल्फ। 3 डेज अच्छे से पढ़ता हूँ, फोर्थ डे आई विल बी एबल टू रिलैक्स ऑल्सो। I used to complete my sleep, because sleep cycle is the most affected, when we are preparing for our exam. So fourth day I used to take a break, I used to relax, and then fifth day I used to again start with 100% focus. Don't stress yourself so much that मुझे रोज ही पढ़ना है। अगर आप ये स्ट्रेस करोगे ना कि मुझे रोज ही करना है, आप रोज जो आपका शेड्यूल होगा ना, आप उसमें से रोज कुछ ना कुछ मिस करोगे। इट्स बेटर कि आप 3 डेज का जो अपना स्केड्यूल सेट कर रहे हो वो इतना इतना प्रॉपरली एग्जीक्यूट करो कि फोर्थ डे आपके पास हो, जिसमें आप अपने थोड़े लाइटर एरियाज कवर कर सकते हो, अपने आप को थोड़ा रिलैक्स कर सकते हो। यू कैन टेक अ ब्रेक फॉर द फोर्थ डे। ओके, सो आई फील दैट दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड ऐसे करते करते यू विल हैव अ कंसिस्टेंसी ऑल्सो, एंड यू विल बी एबल टू स्टार्ट ईच टाइम with a relaxed mind and a more focused mind. I feel like this is really going to help you. Then I want to focus is that where many people say that हमें ना smart work करना चाहिए. Okay, smart work is important, but CA without hard work is not possible. I can assure this to you. Smart work हम तभी तक कर सकते हैं till the time we are choosing. Like for example, there is a particular subject. For example, I take up costing. Okay, so what I did was in costing, right now the level of the exam, is very analytical. They question you, they ask for logic, they ask for reasoning. It is not just cramming and attempting. So there are like I think 12 chapters in costing. So I thought that I don't have that much time that I will be able to cover each and everything. So I made a smart decision. What I did was I analyzed the papers. I had gone through them, and I thought that okay, this there are there are case study based questions. So they combine 2 to 3 chapters together right now for and form a single question. So if I leave one chapter and that chapter gets combined with another chapter and a question is asked, so uh, I have just lost that question. I have lost the entire 10 or 20 marks in one go only. So it is very difficult that what chapter will I leave, how will I cover my syllabus, and what selective choices I have to make. So I identified a pattern of ICI, that there is one chapter called standard costing. and that chapter is very complex and it takes a lot of your time. So, and that is the only one chapter in your entire costing that cannot be clubbed with any other chapter. So it has its individuality on its own. So if I leave that chapter alone, at least I will, and I cover the entire syllabus, like the rest of the syllabus. So if I have to leave a choice in my exam because you have one choice, then that chapter is an individual choice which I can leave, and no other chapters are going to be hampered. So I left that chapter, and actually in exam I had a question that was separately given for that, and but that also means that I left that chapter because I know that it cannot get combined with and cannot be asked with any other chapter. Okay, but जो बाकी सिलेबस है उसका क्या, उसके लिए तो आपको हार्ड वर्क करना ही पड़ेगा ना. दैट दैट वाज स्मार्ट वर्क कि मैं अपना टाइम सेव कर रही हूँ एक चैप्टर से, बट जो बाकी सारा सिलेबस है, you have to be so sure of the rest of the syllabus that आपने वो इतने अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया हुआ है that even if you have to leave that chapter, आपको पता है कि बाकी का जो पेपर होगा आप उसमें से अपने पासिंग स्कोर अचीव कर सकते हो. You have to prepare it, like, and for that you require hard work, for that you require like everyday study, for that you want to like you have to have that much of confidence. आपको रोज तैयारी करनी पड़ेगी, आपको रोज पढ़ना पड़ेगा, आपको एक ही सब्जेक्ट चैप्टर को पता नहीं कितनी बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए हार्ड वर्क तो चाहिए ना, सिर्फ स्मार्ट वर्क से तो काम नहीं चलेगा. सो फॉर सीए ओनली स्मार्ट वर्क, नो, hard work is going to go along with your journey until you are a CA. हार्ड, ये नहीं है कि आपने 2-3 दिन मेहनत कर ली उसके बाद आप बोलो कि अब मैं 2-3 दिन आराम करूंगा. नहीं, हार्ड वर्क इज, देयर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव फॉर हार्ड वर्क, एटलीस्ट इन सीए. आई डोंट नो अबाउट एनी अदर फील्ड. Then I want to focus on the schedule that we prepare. Like, where it is very important. I also prepared a schedule for my own self. It is very important that आप अपना जो schedule है ना वो practical बना रहे हो. If you make impractical schedule ना, and तो उसमें से आप 50% 50% 50% अचीव करोगे, एंड आपको स्ट्रेस ही होगा दैट मैंने कर ही नहीं पाई, मैं कर ही नहीं पाई, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट प्रैक्टिकल. अगर आप 2 सब्जेक्ट्स कर सकते हो तो आप 3 सब्जेक्ट्स का स्ट्रेस क्यों ले रहे हो? आप अपना स्केड्यूल उस हिसाब से सेट करो ना कि आप 2 सब्जेक्ट्स कर सकते हो, आप तो आप उसी पे ही फोकस करो. अचीवेबल टारगेट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हेन यू मेक अ शेड्यूल ऑन अ पेपर, एंड जब वो टिक मार्क्स लगते हैं ना रोज के रोज, दैट फीलिंग वो इतनी अच्छी नींद आती है ना रात को कि मैंने ये सोचा था और मैंने ये करा है और अब मैं सोऊंगी. That sleep you have of that satisfaction in your sleep, it is very very important. When I used to tick mark small targets of each day, तो पता भी नहीं चलता, like I had 1 month and वो रोज रोज के टिक मार्क्स 30 days में कब कंप्लीट हो जाते हैं ना वो पता भी नहीं चलता. पता चलता है कि हाँ हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं, पता तो चलता है, बट वो जो फीलिंग होती है ना, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द फीलिंग दैट हार्ड वर्क, वो एक सेटिस्फैक्शन, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज वेरी important for each one of us. So I feel that practical schedule, achievable targets, एक systematic schedule, haphazard हो बहुत ज्यादा, बहुत like you will get more confused. Make simple schedules, make simple targets, achieve them, and just go on, and go on. Okay, then I want to highlight the revisions part. We tend to say that मैंने 2 बार रिवाइज कर लिया, it is enough. मैंने 3 बार रिवाइज कर लिया, it is enough. आईसीआई के ना लाइक कुछ कुछ पोर्शंस होते हैं, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल आई वुड से डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस. आई वुड जस्ट शेयर दिस पर्सनल एग्जांपल ऑफ माइन. इन डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस देयर इज अ चैप्टर कॉल्ड टीडीएस, टैक्स डिडक्टेड एट सोर्स. हम ना उसे 2 बार पढ़ते हैं, हमें लगता है वो हो गया. आईसीआई का ना 10 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन फिक्स्ड है उस चैप्टर में से. वो चैप्टर 2 बार में पढ़ के कैसे हो सकता है यार? 2 बार तो उसको समझने में लग जाते हैं कि है क्या. दैट इज सच अ ह्यूमंगस चैप्टर. आई यूज टू रिवाइज इट. मैंने वो चैप्टर कम से कम 10 बार रिवाइज किया. एंड बाय 10 टाइम्स आई मीन 10 टाइम्स, बिकॉज मुझे पता था दैट आईसीएआई ने 10 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन उसमें देना ही देना है. तो और वो क्वेश्चन भी ऐसे होते हैं, फिर अगर हमें रेट्स याद हो ना तो वी कैन इजिली अटेम्प्ट दैट क्वेश्चन. एंड देयर 10 मार्क्स आर समथिंग. अगर हम अच्छे से उस चैप्टर को प्रिपेयर करें तो 6 to 8 मार्क्स तो हमारे कहीं नहीं गए. एंड एक्चुअली व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू स्टडी इट एवरी डे, आई हैड अब्सॉर्ब्ड इट इन माय सिस्टम. this that tedious chapter. And it was like, I just started doing it. First time it was so difficult, second time it was so difficult, third time it was a bit easier, fourth time, fifth time तक जाते जाते तो on tips, ऐसे on tips हो गए थे rates. I was not at all scared. और ऐसे ही करते करते I had made selective choices जो मुझे पता था कि ICAI for sure exams में देंगे. You know, each time you pick up something you have already done, it is even more difficult. Why? Because you are picking it up again and आपको feeling होती है that मुझे दोबारा करना पड़े. वो दोबारा करने वाली फीलिंग तो आएगी, बट फिर आप ये भी तो देखो कि आप फिर 2 महीने बाद तो रोने से तो अच्छा रिजल्ट के बाद आप अभी कर लो ना. बाद में रो फिर वी क्राई दैट थोड़ा सा और कर लिया होता यार, थोड़ा सा पुश और कर ले. इट इज बेटर ना अभी थोड़ा सा वो एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट कर लो. So I had done that. It is not about only one thing. In FR also, in each subject, you know, you have to make selective choices. You have to make understand that okay, you have to analyze the patterns in which ICI asks questions. There are some patterns. So the number of and I also feel that the moment you think na मैं ये chapter छोड़कर जाऊंगा, remember ICI is going to test you on that. The moment you decide, the moment you think that ये shortcut मैं लूंगा, आईसीआई आपको उसी पे टेस्ट करेगा. ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर दिस. अगर आपको कुछ छोड़ना है, आपको कुछ सिलेक्शन करनी है, ऑलवेज मेक इट इंटेलिजेंटली. बिकॉज अगर आपने तैयारी किया ना, लाइक आई विल जस्ट से दैट इफ यू हैव डन योर प्रिपरेशन, देन ऐसा कभी नहीं हो सकता. आईसीआई कैन गिव यू द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट एग्जाम इन द लाइफ टाइम ऑफ आईसीआई, बट अगर आपने तैयारी की है तो आप पास होने का कंटेंट जो होता है ना, वो तो आप ढूंढ ही लेते हो. दैट 40 marks, द 40 marks दैट यू वांट टू लाइक फॉर योर पासिंग, आप वो आइडेंटिफाई कर ही लेते हो इफ यू हैव डन your maximum hard work and your maximum coverage, and if you have done everything that it could take. You know, it is, I know, it is very easy to say that you give your best, you study, you do it every day, do it every day. एंड जब 2-3 अटेम्प्ट हो जाते हैं ना, उसके बाद माइंड इतना फ्रस्ट्रेट हो जाता है. बट फिर वी शुड रिमेम्बर ना, जब हमने सीए की जर्नी स्टार्ट की थी, व्हेन वी गेव आवर सीपीटी एग्जाम्स, तब हमारा एंथुजियाज्म का लेवल यहाँ था. आई नो 2-3 फेलियर्स देख के वो यहाँ आ जाता है, बट हमने स्टार्ट भी तो इसीलिए किया था ना, बिकॉज वी वांटेड टू अचीव समथिंग. सो ठीक है, अभी नहीं हुआ, बट थिंक ऑफ दिस एज योर लास्ट अटेम्प्ट. थिंक ऑफ दिस एंड गिव इट योर ऑल, गिव इट योर बेस्ट. आप, ठीक है, हर एक का टाइम होता है, बट आप इफ यू थिंक डीपली, यू विल नो दैट कहीं ना कुछ कमी रह ही जाती है, और वो हमारे में होती है. वी नीड टू एक्सेप्ट दैट. वी कैन नॉट ब्लेम एनीवन एल्स. एंड लाइक ड्यूरिंग दिस जर्नी वी थिंक दैट अच्छा अब मैं पास नहीं हुआ, वो क्या कहेगा, कोई क्या कहेगा, कोई क्या कहेगा, रिश्तेदारों को हम फेस कैसे करेंगे, मम्मी पापा की बेइज्जती करवा दी, मम्मी पापा क्या कहेंगे, फ्रेंड्स पास हो गए, हम पढ़ेंगे, वो तो वहां जॉब कर रहा है, हम यही हैं, मैं फिर से पढ़ रहा हूँ, मैं फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गया, फ्रस्ट्रेट. I know this feel all these feelings na, they get like so much in your own mind, but you have to think beyond that. During my journey, my family support, it was so much. Each one of you know, just you know, don't depend on anyone except your family emotionally in this journey. Your family is going to be there with you in your highs, in your lows. Don't think about anyone. मैं जब एग्जाम दे के आती थी, मेरी मम्मा की टेंशन ये नहीं होती थी कि पता नहीं पास होगी कि नहीं, उनकी टेंशन ये होती थी कि ये रोती रोती घर वापस ना आए, कि मेरा पेपर अच्छा ना हो. शी यूज टू थिंक लाइक दिस. शी यूज टू वेट आउटसाइड. शी यूज टू से आज मेरा बच्चा बस रोते रोते घर वापस नहीं आना चाहिए, इसने बहुत मेहनत किया, हमने देखा है इसको मेहनत करते करते. सो योर फैमिली इज नेवर गोइंग टू जज यू. दे नो यू आर वर्किंग हार्ड. दे नो यू आर गिविंग योर बेस्ट. दे आर विद यू. ये नहीं होगा ना, वो आपको 100 ऑप्शन आपके सामने और रख देंगे. Nothing is more important to them apart from you. So your family is your biggest supporter. फैमिली कभी छोड़ेगी नहीं अगर आप सीए का एग्जाम क्लियर नहीं कर पाओगे तो. For them, your happiness is important. So focus on your goals and focus on your dreams, and always think that your family is there with you whenever you need. आपको किसी और से अपने आप को कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. हर एक की जर्नी डिफरेंट होती है. एवरीवन इज डिफरेंट, एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन टाइमिंग ऑफ द थिंग्स. This is a choice that you are going to make each and every day. This is a choice that you are making. If you think that मुझे ये करनी ही है and मेरे पास कोई choice ही नहीं है, then you don't have any option ना. You have to work hard. You have to push yourself to your maximum potential. You have to get up every day. You have to like, it is like, it is very difficult to follow a routine every day for, for example, 2 months. It is very difficult to follow a routine. But you need to know one thing, that जब हमने start किया था तब हमें पता था कि ऐसा होना. So you knew it at that time, and now you have to execute it properly. I did it for my own self, and I know that the last attempt which I gave now, I have no hopes of passing. Like I didn't know if I'll pass or not. But मेरी एक gut feeling होती थी that मेरी तैयारी, like I had given it my all in this attempt. I had prepared so much that I knew that uh, it was my best attempt. मेरे एग्जाम्स इतने अच्छे नहीं हुए थे, but I had confidence on my preparation. कि जो प्रिपरेशन का टाइम था ना, उसमें कमी नहीं थी. आई हैड covered everything that I could. I had done the number of revisions that were required. I had taken all the steps. I had been very disciplined. So even though exams didn't went that well, but I had a confidence on my preparation. So when you prepare this much, and ICI का जो पास का लेवल होता है वो ये होता है, और आपके जो एग्जाम्स हैं वो यहाँ होते हैं ना, तो भी आपको लगता है कि आपने अच्छा प्रिपेयर नहीं किया, बिकॉज इस at this time you have your level of preparation is much more than what ICI required. So when you prepare this much and your exams don't go as per your expectations, still आपने जो ICI की पास परसेंटेज का लेवल है ना, वो आप क्रॉस कर चुके होते हो, बिकॉज आपने प्रेपरेशन ही उस लेवल की करी होती है. सो माय saying would be only that किसी के बारे में मत सोचो. जस्ट थिंक ऑफ योर ओन सेल्फ. जस्ट फोकस ऑन योर सेल्फ. जस्ट फोकस दैट मुझे करना है, मुझे अचीव करना है ये टारगेट. इट इज नॉट like something which is unattainable. It is just a matter of right steps that you take. It is just a matter of something that you need to make your selective choice. अगर आपको लगता है दैट आप बहुत स्ट्रेस हो गए हो, लाइक यू नीड सम टाइम ब्रेक, यू नीड अ ब्रेक फ्रॉम दिस बिकॉज आपके माइंड में बहुत कुछ चल रहा है एंड यू आर नॉट एबल टू कोप अप, टेक दैट ब्रेक. बिकॉज अगर इफ you won't have a healthy mindset, you won't be able to give your 100% in the exams. So take that break. Take like have a few days of relaxation. But in that phase of relaxation, just prepare your mind continuously that इसके बाद मुझे अच्छा करना है. इसके बाद I have to do something which is much more than what I have done in my previous attempt. And I can assure this to you, जब आपको वो feeling आ जाएगी ना कि अगर मैं पास नहीं होऊंगा तो कौन आएगा होगा, that is going to be your attempt howsoever your exams would go. I can assure you, because हमने तैयारी इस लेवल की कर ली होती है that आईसीआई के पास परसेंटेज को हम क्रॉस कर चुके होते हैं. बट वी कैन नेवर गेट सेटिस्फाइड कि हमारे पेपर ऐसे हुए वैसे हुए. बट हमारी तैयारी इतनी इस लेवल की हो चुकी होती है दैट वी विल पास. आई हैड कॉन्फिडेंस ऑन माई प्रेपरेशन, नॉट ऑन माई एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ माई एग्जाम. सो इट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू फोकस. यू नो जो हो गया अब हो गया. You cannot change what has already happened, but you can change what is going to come forward. So focus on yourself, focus on what you want, focus on that prefix that you will get, and just be assured that if you push yourself each day to your maximum potential, to the maximum that you can do, you will have it very soon, very soon. Next attempt is going to be your attempt. Don't feel disheartened. Ups and downs are part of life. आपको नहीं पता कि मैं सीए हूं तो हो सकता है मेरी लाइफ में भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम चल रही हो. नो वन इज प्रॉब्लम फ्री इन दिस वर्ल्ड राइट नाउ. किसी की प्रोफेशनली चल रही होती है तो किसी की पर्सनली चल रही होती है. एवरी वन इज स्ट्रेस्ड अप. सो मत ये मत सोचो दैट मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है. सबके साथ ही कुछ ना कुछ चल रहा होता है. इट इज नॉर्मल, इट इज वेरी नॉर्मल. आज नहीं तो कल हो जाएगा. इट इज वेरी नॉर्मल. So stop feeling, thinking, judging yourself, questioning your own worth. Everyone is very worthy. Everyone is going to get what they deserve. Just you have to focus. कोई भी चीज ऐसे मिल जाएगी तो फिर उसका भी मजा क्या है. So it is fine. It is whatever has happened, just forget about it. Start yourself, start thinking that मुझे अब क्या करना है, क्या change करना है, क्या मेरी गलती थी, what I need to improvise, what I need to change, tests देने हैं, revisions, I have to improve the revisions part, I have to make good choices, I have to increase my coverage. Like for example, there is a chapter in audit and law, which is common. I think law is now not a part, but still I'm just talking about my time. Like how we make, there was a chapter called audit committee which was covered in both law and audit. So if you leave it in law, you are going to lose it in audit as well. So that was a chapter जो आपका एक common था, which can save your time. एक बार ही कर लिया, दोनों subjects के लिए you are preparing. So you need to do that. You can't leave that. That is going to save your time also, and that is a chapter which is definitely going to be asked in the exams. So if you have to make these selective choices, you have to have a good coverage. आप 50% तैयारी कर कर जाओगे और आप बोलोगे कि ऐसे मुझे उस 50% तैयारी में ही पास कर दे. हाउ इज दिस पॉसिबल. एंड गलती होती है, हमसे ही होती है. ब्लेम गेम नहीं करनी है. फोकस करना है खुद की मेहनत पे. And it's not that if you want that, ठीक है, like what I did was, मुझे पता था that I have now given 2-3 attempts, and आजकल like some things है ना, हमें तो first attempt चाहिए चाहिए for a job. I also had this fear in my mind that first attempt होगा. मेरा तो first attempt है ही नहीं, मुझे job कैसे मिलेगी, what will I do. So उसके लिए उसके लिए what I did was that I had joined EY after I cleared CA Enter. Because I had asked a few people, I had done my own research, and मुझे पता था that if after 2-3 attempts I will sit in you know the exam. So sorry, if in the interview, so they may prefer someone who is the first attempt. So I joined EY on contract basis for 3 months after I had qualified. Only CA Enter, like I was semi qualified at that time, and they took me. And after 3 months, I knew this, that they rehire without any interview. Okay, someone is asking how to get a job in Big Four after completing CA. How to get a job in Big Four after completing CA? You won't have any difficulty, now. Even if you are 2 or 3 attempts like cleared, you give your interviews. We have campus placement drives. We have off-campus hiring. You have to look for you need to go through LinkedIn. There are many people who are putting up posts of the job opportunities which are available. Just need to send your resumes, and you will be definitely you know get a call. You'll definitely get a call for an interview. Just give your best in the interview, and it is not difficult. जब तक हम उसमें आते नहीं है ना, हमें लगता है पता नहीं कैसे होगा. Once you are in it ना, you will see that इतना मुश्किल भी नहीं है. So just go through the LinkedIn is a very good source of knowing if there are any vacancies, and there are official portals also on each like Big Four. You can go through the career portals in for each, and you can see that there are opportunities or not. So yeah, I was saying that I joined it semi qualified, and I was able to I knew it that they rehire, you know so I got, after completing my CA, I was rehired without any interview. So you need to be aware of your surroundings, what is happening. How to get articleship in Big Four after completing intermediate in 2 attempts. See, how to get is the same, the process is the same. You need to give an interview. You need to get your resumes in the Big Four, and you need to get like in touch with someone who has posted, you were having any reference in Big Four? Because no, I was not having any reference, any Big Four. I had also just contacted a random person who had put up a post on LinkedIn, and yeah, but I had irritated him a lot by questioning again, when will I get a call? When will I get a call? I had waited for 2 months to get one call. So again, the same thing. You require patience. Even while getting a job, you need patience. Even after qualifying CA, many people question, अब तो CA कर ली फिर भी घर ही बैठे हैं. You will have that feeling. You have to, like, patience is required even after qualifying. Patience is required even now also, when you are dealing with your clients. Any more questions if anybody has? Otherwise, we can conclude, because we have time constraint. Krit. एग्रीगेट की वजह से फिर, नो, इट कुछ नहीं आता, नहीं जितना आया है उसकी भी तो तैयारी की थी ना, तो कुछ नहीं आता तो फिर तो आपके उतने भी नहीं आते जितने यू हैव स्कोर्ड. सो आता है, यू नीड टू पुश योर सेल्फ, यू नीड टू डू समथिंग मोर देन व्हाट you have prepared right now. There is something which you have not done, right? You have to understand that, you have to understand your pattern. You have to, if you can give your tests also, tests help a lot. I gave tests during my CA final preparation, and it really helped me a lot, because testing, when you give so many tests, you have that confidence. जब आप एग्जाम देने भी जाते हो ना, तो आपको लगता है इट इज जस्ट अ टेस्ट ओनली, और आपको आदत पड़ जाती है लिखने की, प्रैक्टिसिंग राइटिंग. सो व्हेन यू आर गिविंग एन एग्जाम आल्सो, एक वो जो एग्जाम फियर होता है ना, वो भी कम हो जाता है व्हेन यू गिव टेस्ट. हाउ टू स्टे कंसिस्टेंट एंड डिसिप्लिन्ड. You have to forget about the world for some time. You have to focus कि मेरी लाइफ इस टाइम सिर्फ यही है, मेरा कोर्स ही है. And consistency and discipline is something which is a choice again. It is not easy. You have to make this choice every day. You have to know that अगर मैं ये करूंगा तो जो रिजल्ट है वो बहुत बड़ा है. आई विल हैव दैट प्रीफिक्स. सो कंसिस्टेंसी एंड डिसिप्लिन इज, आपने आपको अपने आप को रोज पुश करना पड़ेगा, फोर्स करना पड़ेगा. कितने दिन होंगे यू विल नॉट वांट के नहीं मुझे नहीं पढ़ना आज, मेरा आई आई डोंट वांट टू, मेरा मन नहीं करा, आई एम वेरी टायर्ड. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दैट 3 to 4 days का अपना जो स्केड्यूल है, यू सेट इट, एंड ऑन द फोर्थ और द फिफ्थ डे टेक दैट ब्रेक. Complete your sleep cycle, like manage your sleep cycle, take the rest that you need, and then begin again the fifth day. अगर आप ये करोगे दैट मुझे रोज पढ़ना है, रोज पढ़ना है, रोज अनअटेनेबल टारगेट सेट करोगे ना, देन यू वोंट बी एबल टू डू एनीथिंग. आप सब कुछ फिर 50-50-50% करोगे, आप 100% कुछ भी नहीं कर पाओगे. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू टेक दैट ब्रेक ऑल्सो. व्हेन यू, तभी आपको कंसिस्टेंसी एंड डिसिप्लिन की मोटिवेशन भी तभी आएगी अगर आप अपना जो मच नीडेड ब्रेक है ना वो लोगे. इफ यू जस्ट फोकस, इफ यू जस्ट स्ट्रेस योर सेल्फ अप दैट मैं बस मुझे कंसिस्टेंसी रखनी है, मुझे डिसिप्लिन रखना है, मुझे कंसिस्टेंसी रख, अगर आप इस चीज का स्ट्रेस लेते रहोगे ना तो वो कभी भी नहीं आएगा. टेक द मोटिवेशन दैट अगर अभी मैं ये 5 hours कॉन्टिन्यूसली करूंगा तो मुझे वो 1 hour की ब्रेक भी तो मिलेगी. वो 1 hour की जो ब्रेक का लालच है, उसके लिए ही अभी प्रिपेयर, अब उसके लिए अभी 5-6 घंटे अच्छे से मेहनत करूंगा ना. क्योंकि हाँ, जो वो जो प्लेजर वाला टाइम होता है, वी ऑल क्रेव फॉर दैट टाइम, कि अब मुझे रेस्ट मिलेगा. सो उसके उसको ध्यान में रख के अभी आप अपनी तैयारी करो, अभी फोकस करो. एंड बिकॉज ऑल्टरनेटिव तो हमारे पास होता ही नहीं है. सीए स्टूडेंट हम लोग इतना कर कर, लाइक, वी गो थ्रू सो मेनी अप्स एंड डाउन्स एंड वी डोंट हैव एन ऑल्टरनेटिव. तो पेशेंस एंड डेडिकेशन इज द ओनली की. पेशेंस रखो, होगा होगा. अब यहाँ तक भी, लाइक, वी हैव अचीव टिल है ना, कितने रील पहुंचते हैं और कितने लोग शुरू करते हैं, यहाँ तक भी कोई कोई पहुंचता है. Not everyone, so many people, you will also be knowing that there are so many people who would have left CA in between, after CPT, after inter. So if अगर आप अभी तक यहाँ हो and अभी भी आपको वो एक want है, that you want it, you want that prefix of CA before your name, इसका मतलब है you want to do it. And if you want to do it, then there is no alternative. You have to make that conscious choice every day. And I think if you do that, it is going to help you a lot. And हो जाएगा. I know that जो यहाँ तक आ गया उसके लिए रिजल्ट ज्यादा दूर नहीं है. The result which you want. Any other questions from anyone?
I guess there is one more query in the chat box. Khushboo?
Just a second. I am working in MNC, but there is no job satisfaction, and often I have to overwork, which drains me mentally. How to overcome that? I am with you in this. When it was my first year in EY, I am from Punjab, and the working environment in my hometown is very different from the working environment which we have in Big Fours. So in Big Fours, it is like you have a completely different system of working. Everything is new to you, and you feel like itna kuch hai. When I started, I even asked. We have like some counselors assigned, so I used to ask my counselor, इतना सब कुछ इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्यों लग रहा है मुझे मुझे लग ही नहीं रहा दैट आई हैव डन लाइक आर्टिकलशिप भी मैंने की है मुझे तो सब कुछ ही डिफरेंट लग रहा है इट इज सो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड सब कुछ इतना बड़ा बड़ा एंड एटम एवरीथिंग इज ऑटोमेटेड इन बिग फोर्स इन आर आर्टिकलशिप फर्म्स तो वी हैड फाइल्स मेंटेन हार्ड फाइल्स जिसमें हम अपने सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स लगाते थे एंड वर्किंग ओवर इन एन एमएनसी लाइक इज वेरी डिफरेंट so my first year was not that good because मैं सब कुछ सीख रही थी. I was learning everything. But now in my second year, what has happened is that अब एक आपको पता चल जाता है that ठीक है ये काम ऐसे होना है. तो वो जो धीरे धीरे करके when you get to know ना that how the working is happening over here and what are the parameters, what are the expectations, it becomes easier time with time. And work life balance is very important. Like we always focus that uh, हमें काम करना है, but if we don't have that work life balance in our everyday schedule, then it is going to drain us. We need to manage our time in such a manner that हमारे पास टाइम हो अपने वर्क के लिए भी एंड हमारे पर्सनल लाइफ के लिए भी we need that time. It is difficult in big fours, but we need to get used to it side by side. We need to understand, we need to have that understanding. मैम एज होने के बैड साइड ऑन करना क्या गलत है मीन समवन साइड see this is a very personal choice that if you want to continue your job or you want to study because mere liye my exams were priority so I left EY after working for 2 months as a semi qualified CA. I had left EY and I know I didn't know that what is going to happen. I didn't know like whether they will rehire me or not, but that was a choice that I made because at that times my exams were my priority. So after working in Big Four for 2 months, I left EY and I had prepared for 2 months for my exams, and then I had given my exams. And that was my luck that EY again rehired me even before my result. So that is a choice that you have to make. Sometimes there are conditions also when you don't have choice, like there are personal conditions, family conditions, anything that when you can't make a choice and it is very difficult for you to leave a job, but then you have to manage that. You have to, you can think, you don't have to give your two groups then, like in one attempt. Like in one attempt you just focus on your one group. Now don't give attempt for both groups. Make selective choices, cut down. Like that is where smart work comes in. Do those topics that like in such a good manner that you are able to attempt that very nicely in your exam. Now then make selective choices, make your schedules, make timetables, make do the portions which are definitely going to be asked and do them completely, do them 100%, that अगर इस chapter में से मुझे कुछ question आए तो I can attempt it very nicely. I've completed my articleship and now I'm preparing for group 2 intermediate. What I do side by side? Okay, so you are preparing for group 2 final, group 2 intermediate. Preparing for group 2 intermediate. You can apply in any big four if they are hiring on contract basis. If you want to if you want to do a job side by side, if you want to get into the corporate, you can apply. You can just surf the official websites and the career portals of the big fours, and you can go through LinkedIn also. If you find any opportunity which suits your interests, which suits your requirement, you can start your job. But again, I think your priority should be your exams. And you can even join a local firm just to have that work experience with you, because work experience is also very important. Scope of internal audit and internship. Scope of internal audit is required in the big four. So if you are planning to if you have your interest and you are planning that if you want to join any corporate and you have an interest in the internal audit area, so you can apply. We have a consulting. Basically, internal audits is about consulting in EY. So you can apply for those positions. We have those positions in the big fours, and there is a very good scope of internal audit. Internal audits are required, and you can definitely apply for it. Is it good to start your own CA firm or work up the corporate ladder once you cross 30? ICI has not set any age limit for clearing the exams. Why are you setting a limit of your age? There is no relation of age, in your dream. If you want to start it, you can definitely. There is no age bar. There is nothing of like after 30 I can't start. जो लोग CA clear 30 के बाद करते हैं, तो क्या वो अपनी practice नहीं start कर सकते हैं ना? So जब ICI ने नहीं बोला that age is the limit, why are you setting a limit for your own self? You can start your own practice. Yeah, it is going to take time, because it is not very easy to start your own practice. It will take time. Again, it will require patience. But if you really want to, you definitely should. So any more questions? मैम, CA फाइनल की स्टडी कब से स्टार्ट करनी चाहिए आफ्टर क्वालिफाइंग इंटरमीडिएट? See, study is like first you take your classes, and at the time of classes, I know it is very difficult for you to have do self study. It is just the classes that you take after qualifying your intermediate. Go to your articleship every day and take your classes, and then the time which you get for your preparation, the 3 to 4 months time that you get for preparing, I think that is the most important time for self study, because before that it is it is just the classes where you're practically, I'm saying that it is only the practical classes which you are able to complete. And without self study, it is not possible that you will clear. So those 3 to 4 months, I think, are sufficient when you do the self study. Just make a schedule which is enough, that that it is going to be enough for you to appear in your exams. If you don't have a schedule set for yourself for those 3 to 4 months, and you just study haphazardly, kabhi kuch utha liya, kabhi kuch utha liya, then it is going to be very difficult. So that 3 to 4 months are very crucial to do a very systematic study every day. And after that, if you will give your exam, it is going to be good. I am assuring you this. If you push yourself to your maximum potential, you will definitely do good in your exam. So those 3 to 4 months of self study are the most crucial phase before your exams. Do you think AI and ChatGPT will replace CA jobs in coming years?
Ma'am, you are on mute.
Ma'am, you are on mute. Ma'am, you are on mute.
You are on mute. आप कुछ बोल रहे थे ना? You were speaking something. So what?
No, you guys carry on.
All
I was
right.
just addressed.
Do you think AI and ChatGPT will replace CA jobs in coming years? Joe, I don't think so. And I think this question is, देखते हैं, in future years we will see. I cannot predict anything right now. But जो CA के requirement है, वो ChatGPT and AI तो कभी cover up नहीं कर सकता है. जैसे कि smart study is not an alternative for hard work in CA, वैसे ही CA's AI and ChatGPT can be an addition, but it can never be a replacement. It can never be an alternative for us. CA is something that each one of us would be needing. And I don't think that replacement is possible. अपने आप को थोड़ी ना हम बोलेंगे that नहीं नहीं हमें replace कर लेगा कोई. Who will say this? I don't think anyone will say that हमें AI and ChatGPT replace कर लेगा. Any other question? I can just wish every one of you all the best. May this new year be the best and you achieve what you are thriving for so much of time. I just want you all to be focused, to restart with 100% of your focus on your exams. Just forget, just leave parts to what has already happened. And I just wish that when you will prepare, you in during your preparation phase only, you will have that feeling that I am giving my best. And when each day you will give your best, I can assure you that when even if your exams don't go as much as you expected, आपने पास होने जितना तो कर ही लिया होगा. And you will pass. Just don't prepare for bare minimum. Don't prepare for bare minimum. Prepare for something that is more than this. Because अगर आप उससे ज़्यादा का prepare करोगे, only then you will be able to pass. If you just prepare for 200, ये आपकी thinking नहीं होनी चाहिए that मैं 200 के लिए ही prepare कर रहा हूँ. If we have come till this stage, we all have that potential. If we have seen so many ups and downs and still we are attending this motivation session, then we are doing this because हमें वो चाहिए ना, because हमें वो CA का prefix चाहिए. Only that is why we are attending this session. So just stay focused, stay happy, have good mental health. Don't think of उसने क्या कर लिया, he has passed, she has passed. Don't think. You have your family at all times with you. The goal is not very far. You will do it. And I am just wishing everyone the best for you because I have gone through, I know the feeling. It is very easy to come here and say, but if I am telling you that it is possible and you will be able to do it if you just give your best, if you leave no stone unturned, actually. If you think that you are giving your best, you will be able to do it. Thank you everyone for attending the session, for giving your valuable time. Kritika, you can.
Thank you so much, and I think it was a whole through journey which Khushboo covered, right, on her own, on of others also sitting here. And just to conclude, okay, I would like Preity ma'am to just give you a short description of the initiative we have started for success. And so further, we'll be conducting sessions like these and different on different scenarios, different topics. Okay. So, Preity ma'am, over to you.
A very good afternoon to you, everyone. This sessions we are going to plan day by day. We are going to increase the level also because this was a peak requirement. Khushboo is from ENY. He has faced the failures, and today is the scenario that just a few days back result was out. तो हमारी अभी क्या है, वी आर ऑन द मोशन कि अभी हम यहाँ जाएं कि यहाँ जाएं, क्या हम ड्रॉप आउट कर दें, क्या हम स्किप कर दें, हम आगे जाएं कि ना जाएं. सो दिस वाज अ सेशन बेसिकली रिलेटेड टू द स्टूडेंट्स who are not able to clear the examination. If you're able to clear the examination, तो आज obviously as per the Khushboo आप इस motivational session में नहीं आते because you need it, that tag, you need that prefix, that's why you are here. You need that motivation. कोई हमें आके हमारी queries solve कर दे, कोई आके हमें ये बता दे कि हम कहाँ lack करते हैं, so we will be able to do that. So today your session was very insightful, Khushboo. You have addressed each one's query in a very wise manner and I'm very honestly आपने इतनी अच्छे से क्वेरी एड्रेस किया, सो एवरीबॉडी विल बी सेटिस्फाइड कि हाँ अभी ठीक है, वी नीड टू गेट दिस प्रीफिक्स. So in a seek for success, we day by day we are going to organize the sessions as per the requirement, as per the situations, and it is not bounded to the CAs. It is all over that we are going to address the queries, and we are going to address and add on the sessions, new topics also. जैसे आपने AI का पूछा, तो AI टेक्नोलॉजी हम सारी चीजें एड्रेस भी करेंगे. Plus there is a one more thing. Who think like that कि I'm a one person who's good in the one topic. आपका कोई एक core area है जिसको आप लगता है कि आप लोगों को address कर सकते हो as a speaker. We are also open for that. And if you are a person, if you think like that कि I can be a moderator, अभी मुझे क्या है कि अभी मुझे speaking skills बहुत अच्छी नहीं है, so I can be just a moderator, okay, so that we can coordinate with the session. So we give the face to you also, and we give the intellectual insightful sessions to you. तो हमारा अभी focus क्या है कि वो जो queries जो एक बॉक्स में बंद होती हैं, जो एड्रेस नहीं हो पाती, बिकॉज हमारा बेसिक क्या है, हमारे पास मेंटोर्स नहीं है, हमारे पास स्कूल नहीं है, हमारे पास कॉलेज नहीं है. सो वी लुक आउट फॉर द पीपल जो हमारी क्वेरीज एड्रेस कर सकें, जो कोई नहीं एड्रेस कर पा रहा. सो दिस इज प्लेटफॉर्म इज फॉर दैट कि जो भी आपकी क्वेरीज हैं, आपको लगता है कि आपकी कोई नहीं एड्रेस कर पा रहा, विल एड्रेस योर क्वेरीज ऑल्सो. द स्पीकर्स विल बी अवेलेबल फॉर यू, विल एड्रेस योर क्वेरीज ऑल्सो, एंड हम न्यू न्यू टॉपिक्स भी आपके लिए लेके आएंगे. प्लस विल गिव द प्लेटफॉर्म टू यू. इफ यू वांट टू बी अ स्पीकर, इफ यू वांट टू बी अ मॉडरेटर ओवर हियर, आपको लगता है कि मैं उस एक टॉपिक के ऊपर मैं अपना नॉलेज स्प्रेड करना चाहती हूँ, मेरे पास टॉपिक है उसके ऊपर किसी को नहीं पता, या मैं लोगों की हेल्प करना चाहता हूँ, बिकॉज आवर बेसिक मोटिव इज लेट्स ग्रो टुगेदर, right? Let's rise together, let's learn together, let's grow together and help others to rise. And from that motive we have started these sessions, and I'm really really thankful to Kritika and Khushboo because they have managed the session really 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 well. And जो queries उन्होंने wisely सबकी address करी हैं one by one, I think you are also guys are satisfied with that. So with that note, we are going to end up the first session, and cheer us to the team because we have a team. Khushboo is there. Khushboo is also part of our team. Kritika Sehgal is also part of our team, and Sugandh Thapar is there. Is part of the team, and all are chartered accountants. So Kritika is working in a bank. So in a banking, if आपको कुछ knowledge चाहिए investment banking and all, Kritika is there for us. EY से हमारे पास खुशबू हैं, हमारे पास सुगंध है, हमारे पास अक्षित है जो प्रैक्टाइजिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट है. आई एम देयर बिकॉज आई एम ऑल्सो प्रैक्टाइजिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. सो हमने क्या किया, हमने बहुत सारे एरियाज के लोग जो कंबाइन किए हैं सो दैट वी विल एबल टू गिव द वर्सेटैलिटी टू यू. तो आपको जिस भी एरिया की वर्सेटैलिटी चाहिए वी आर देयर फॉर यू. प्लस स्पीकर्स हम और भी लेके आएंगे जो आपको और एरिया एलैबोरेट करेंगे. एंड इफ यू वांट टू बी अ स्पीकर, हम एक आपको कृतिका, आप वो गूगल फॉर्म का एक जो आपको लिंक था वो आप ड्रॉप बॉक्स में डाल दो, चैट बॉक्स में. If you want to be a speaker in the session, if you want to be a moderator in the session, we have the Google form over here. You can fill out the Google form and we are there. हम आपको contact कर लेंगे, आपकी contact details and all will be there in the Google form. We will contact you really soon. आप अपना topic वहाँ पे बताएं, आप अपनी contact details बताएं, so we will be contacting you. So जिस भी area में आपको लगता है you are one, और आपको जो लगता है कि ये टॉपिक सब आगे हमें एड्रेस करने चाहिए, आप उसमें वो भी आप एड्रेस कर सकते हो. दिस इज सेशन, आप उसमें वो भी एड्रेस कर सकते हो. यू वांट अस टू connect with this session, we'll be able to do that. So hope it's all well, and many congratulations and a very happy new year to you all, because
Let's
जिनका
take a
जो flunk कर
screenshot
गए,
for the first
a very
session,
happy
please.
new year. Sorry.
I've
Let's
taken
take a
multiple
screenshot.
screenshots. Don't worry. I have taken.
Okay.
I've
हाँ,
taken
this
multiple.
And you all can
multiple
reach out to
screenshots.
us at any time. We are always there whenever you need. And you can reach out to us. And any questions, any support, anything like if you need any moral support, any technical support, we are always there. And you can reach out to us at any time.
Khushboo ma'am, now you can take screenshot, please.
Okay, now he has switched on his video, so we can take the screenshot now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that. So they have on the video, so I'm going to take the screenshot. Otherwise, also this session is live on the YouTube. If I've missed out something,
Now
so
everyone is
everything
switching on their videos. Let's just wait for there are more
sure.
people.
So I'm just waiting. Everybody is switch on your video. So everything is live on the YouTube also. अगर आपको कुछ miss out कर गया because आपने later on join किया है, अगर आपने कुछ miss out किया है तो everything will be there. So queries तो यहीं address होंगी live में,
I
मतलब
can
YouTube से
see
नहीं कर
familiar
सकते.
faces who are there for my support in this session. Thank you so much everyone for joining.
So Khushboo is delighted with the
Yes,
response
I am
also.
very-
Huh?
yes, because we also need motivation for conducting these kind of sessions, and that is going to be there only if people join and if we are able
And
to
honestly,
motivate.
when
It
you
goes
when you
both ways.
receive the queries, that is the indication that is your session was insightful.
Yes. So it goes
People
both ways.
wants to gather more information from you.
Yes.
So can I go take the screenshot? It's thumbs
Yes.
up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's do the thumbs up. I'm going to take the screenshot.
Okay.
Okay, I've taken the screenshot, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone, for giving your valuable time to us. I hope we were able to add some value and we were able to motivate you. I hope you just start with 100% focus and you have that prefix the next time we meet. And you don't need any motivation session next time for this purpose.
Okay, ji, that's all. We're going to end the session now.
Yes.
Best wishes to all of you. Happy New Year to you. Happy Lodi also to Makar Sankranti. So we wish you a very, very, very bright and happy year ahead. And I hope you get to your fix very soon in a very next attempt. So May's examinations of July. So hope next session, when you will be able to attend the next session, you will add the CA prefix before your name. So applause to you, all of you, right? Thanks for the team. Akshat, Khushboo, Sugandh, Kritika. So thank you everyone for attending this session. We'll share the next session's details very soon.
Yeah.
And if you have any request, you can contact us for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.